EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here first and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, Reed. Again, it's Benson. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his tight end, that's Musgrave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Love. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Love. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. A gain of 16, good enough for a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Harris, the man in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. He gets free. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. To throw is Love. This is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's third down.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a third and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 31 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Love to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And that will lead to a second down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and Try again. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Commanders come up with it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. We'll try the right side this time. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. He'll get this. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Packers have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Benson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Packers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Lucas Van Ness, the former 1st-round pick, there to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Benson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
On 1st down, it's Love. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Love. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Love. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And he will score. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd down and 9. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Washington. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And the Packers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start with an option play to the right. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Love. Going right sideline and complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone out inside the 20. They'll go again with Benson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love. Quickly to the outside and complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. Gain of 12 and a 1st down. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. On the ground, it's Benson. Good blocking, and he's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Packers. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now, faking the give. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. A short gain, down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Commanders will cut the lead down to 4.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. We'll go play action with Love. He's going to go deep. looking for Reed. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air.
And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. On the move, left is Benson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Benson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. In motion, Reed. On 2nd down, Love. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It takes a special coverage defender, Mike, to be able to get up there and play in your face, man coverage, and then be able to defend you all the way down the field. The key is you have to get hands-on. You want to get up in his face and play press, that's fine. You have to slow his release down and not let him get so deep downfield for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
So, 3 quarters. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw is Love. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they're going to have enough to convert here, and it sets up 1st and goal.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions, so that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
A run with Benson. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Trey Benson, the intended target. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up. So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. That is brought in at the 10, and he'll be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A give. Here's Benson. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Again, it's Benson. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll run. Here's Benson. And And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now, on second and long. Throwing is Love. This is intercepted. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. A gain there of 27 yards.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
That's to Reed. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. There's that. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Packers have it.
Just a critical error here, Mike, at this stage in the game. You understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you turn the ball over, and these are the kind of mistakes that decide ball games late.
He'll run. Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Love. He'll look underneath here to Benson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And the clock was stopped with just under 30 seconds to go. This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tied ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
They'll go for it. Love. He'll try and get there on the ground. And that is incomplete. But there is a flag down. It's 4th down. So this is a very big call. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. They'll stick to the ground. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Now, timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. Well, this might be one final heave to the end zone. So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to win the game. And this is blocked. So, overtime coming up. Not a playoff game, so a quick reminder. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to...
This one intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize, and they jump it. And now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run with Benson. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal. So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. And the final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
You